Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mujadid Al-Hamadan, and today I will be presenting about an error analysis about a video with the topic of healthy lifestyle. So first, let's get to the next slide. So these are the errors found in the video. The first error happening in 43 mark, and the sentence is the second questions, which is pronounced as quiescent. So it's instead of pronouncing the word questions, it's pronounced quiescent. Now this first mistake is mispronunciation, and then the second error is happens in the 46 mark, second mark. The sentence is, do you think you need to make yourself healthier? The word healthier was pronounced as healthier. So again, this is a mispronunciation. And then the third error is happening in 52nd mark. The sentence is, I had to make myself healthier. Again, the word healthier pronounced as healthier or healthier. So it's already two different pronunciation for one word. And then the fourth error happened in 1 minute 10 second mark, and the sentence is, does not get tired easily. Now the word does was pronounced does, so it's a mispronunciation. And then the next is the 30 questions instead of third questions. So maybe I will explain this one while we are watching the videos. The next is, I didn't do it was pronounced as I didn't do it. Again, it's a simply mispronunciation. The next, I am stressed out. Rarely, yes. Now, in this case, there is two error. The first is, I am rarely stressed. I am stressed out. So, according to my understanding, you don't have to add an article in this sentence. So you can just say, I am stressed out. And then the next is rarely yes. I believe it's have something to do with the first language, the L1, which in this case is Indonesian language. In Indonesian language, we have the word kadang-kadang iya. And if we translate it directly to English, it would be rarely yes. And then the next is, but I have a history of allergies to transition weather. So in this example, we also found two errors. The first is the word allergies. Now, in the context, she was talking about specific allergies, meaning that she's talking about one allergies. And since it's only one allergies, instead of using plural like allergies, you should use a singular form like allergy without the es. And then the second error is transition weather. I believe it actually means transition weather. So it's about weather like summer, rainy, and fall. The next is, by the appearance of a red, itchy, and hot rash in the upper and lower extremity areas. So in this part, the error is happening because the wrong usage of article a, which is the appearance of a red. So this is a misuse of article. And then next is, of course, we have to continue. Of course, we have to consume 4 healthy, 5 perfect food. Now, in this one, I think it's pretty unique because it's not a mistake, but it might be a mistake. Now, what do I mean by that? So, in Indonesia language, in Indonesia language, we have a term or istilah that uh, 4 sehat 5 sempurna. Now, if we translate it directly to English, it would be 4 healthy, 5 perfect food. Now, after doing a little bit of research, it turned out that the term has the same meaning. So, meanings that in Indonesia term and in English term, even though the not only have the same word, but it also have the same meanings. And then the last error is this sentence. What are you going to detail life healthier? The healthier part is a mispronunciation of healthier, of course. And then, of course, will adult life, I have to keep what I will consume, such as reducing sugar and salt. Now, this is the one fatal errors that actually make me confused. Okay, I think it will be better explained after watching the videos. So let's watch the videos. Okay.
Hi, I'm Asperius Bagusni. I took this video to fulfill final timer. Okay, let's go to the video. And first question is
So um,
and first question.
so as you can hear, this is the first mistakes. Is she said first quiescent.
Still timer. Okay, let's go to the video. And first question is:
Yes.
do you think having a healthy lifestyle is important? Why? Yes, I think having a healthy lifestyle is very, very important. Why? Because by maintaining a healthy lifestyle, we can protect ourselves from various types of diseases, and our body's immunity will also be good at warding off bacteria and viruses that enter the body. The second reason is, do you think you need to make yourself healthier?
So we can move back. This is the second mispronunciations that happening throughout these videos. Is the word healthier spelled or pronounced healthier. So we can rewatch it.
You need to make yourself healthier. Why? Yes, I have to make myself healthier because with a healthy body, there is a healthy soul too. Making the body healthier will also have an impact on the stamina and mind of the body, so that is not easy. A healthy body makes stamina improve and does not get tired easily in daily.
So we can go back. So there is the word does. The full sentence is does not get tired easily, but in this case, the word does was pronounced does. So it's a little mispronunciation again.
And does not get tired easily in daily activities. The 30 reason.
Okay, we can go back. So in the context, she was answering the first questions, and then the second questions, and then the 30 questions. So it's clearly that there is some mispronunciation or maybe some misspoke happening in this part because it's supposed to be a third question instead of 30 questions. So we can listen to the videos.
30 quickly in daily activities. Letter G question. Please answer honestly. Which these unhealthy activities do you do? I woke up late. I didn't do it. I eat junk food. I do it. I eat chips. I didn't do it. And instant noodle. I do it. I drink cola and soda. I do it. I smoke. I didn't do it. I stay up late until midnight. I am rarely do it. I rarely do sports. I do it. I use my cell phone on screen more than 3 hours a day. I do it. I'm stressed out. Rarely, yes.
So we can go back. This is the next mistakes. Uh, uh, so supposedly the questions or the text in that she's reading, uh, there is the questions which spelled I am stressed out. So that would be the wrong. That would be wrong if we speak grammatically. Instead of I am stressed out, you should say I am stressed out. Now we can go back a little bit.
My cell phone on screen more than 3 hours a day. I do it. I'm stressed out. Rarely, yes.
And there is also another error when she said rarely yes. I believe it's a wrong choice of word because you can just express express your message or what you're trying to convey with the word like sometimes or just use rarely. So rarely, sometimes. You don't need to add another confirmation after the word rarely, like rarely yes, rarely not. I don't think that is the the correct word usage.
I rarely meditate. I didn't do it. Continued question is what health problems do you have? At the moment, I don't have any health problems, but I have a history of allergies to transition weather. Usually, the symptoms appear at certain times marked by the appearance of a red.
Okay, so in this part, she's talking about her allergy, and there is a again a mispronunciation again. So the word by the appearance, instead of spelling it appearance, she said appearance. So it sounds a little different, right? Appearance, appearance, appear, appre. So so this is the next error.
By the appearance of a red, itchy, and hot rash in the upper and lower extremity areas. Continued question. How are you going to handle the problem? Usually, if allergy symptoms appear and I feel itchy on my skin, I usually compress it using cold water to get rid of the heat, and after that I apply body lotion to all areas of the skin that are red, itchy, and hot. Continued question. What food do you eat for healthy lifestyle? To maintain a healthy lifestyle, of course, we have to consume for healthy 5 perfect.
So this is the interesting part because this is my first time hearing someone use a sentence for healthy 5 perfect. This sentence instantly remind me of the term in Indonesia term which is empat sehat lima sempurna, and after doing a little bit of research, it turned out that there is this is also a term that used in English, and the meaning is also the same. Like the meaning of empat sehat lima sempurna and the meaning of four perfect, four healthy, five perfect is exactly the same. So it's not a mistake, but it's really really cool, I think.
Foods consisting of carbohydrates, fats, minerals, protein, vitamins, calcium, fiber, and water. This content can be found in vegetables, meat, fruits, milk, nuts, tubers, and other healthy foods. Continued reason, what physical exercise do you do for healthy lifestyle? I usually do physical exercise by walking naturally or cycling. I also do sports by viewing reference movement videos from YouTube. I can't mention what YouTube channel I watch because I forgot. Continued reason, what mental or spiritual activity do you do for healthy lifestyle? To maintain mental health, I usually pay less attention to social media, stop seeing posts that make my heart uncomfortable, no accounts or posts that are not suitable for me. Continue reason, what are you going to do to life healthier? Of course, for healthy life, I have to keep it.
Okay, so this is the last error, and I also think this is the pretty this is the most fatal error, because I think this error causes miscommunication or misunderstanding, meanings that me as a listener uh, of these videos, I couldn't get uh, or I couldn't understand what the question is. Like, we can maybe go back a little bit.
Cons or posts that are not suitable for me. Continue reason, what are
So from this part on, you guys can listen carefully.
you're going to the life, you're going to the life healthier? Of course, for healthy life, I have.
Yes. So there is some kind of questions, according to what I am hearing. Um, is what are you going to that life healthier? Of course, the healthier is healthier, and then of course we will have life. I have to keep what I will consume. So I just don't understand the first questions, the first part of the questions.
Of course, for we're going to the life healthier. Of course, for healthy life, I have to keep what I will consume, such as reducing sugar and salt and the composition of the meal.
Okay, so that's basically the last error I find in these videos, and it just yeah, I think that's the last error I find in the videos. Now we can go back to the presentation. Okay, so those are the errors that I found in the videos. The next is classified error. Uh, in order for me to classify errors, I divide it into three categories. The first is mispronunciations. What is mispronunciation? Mispronunciation is an error that occurs in pronouncing English vocabularies. Vocabularies. The errors found the errors found in these videos are: the first, "Kizen" instead of questions, "healthier" or "healthier" instead of "healthier", "do's" instead of "does", "30" instead of "third", "did" instead of "it", "appearance" instead of "appearance" instead of "appearance". So this is the first classified error. The next is grammatical errors. What is grammatical errors? Grammatical error is a term used in a prospective grammar to describe an instance of faulty, unconventional, or controversial usage, such as misplaced modifier or an inappropriate verb tense. Now, the errors found are: first, "I am stressed out". This is the example of the wrong usage of article a. The next is allergies using plural form es instead of singular form allergy without the es. Then the next is by the appearance of a red, itchy, and hot rash. Now, in this third example, I might be wrong, but to me, it feels like you can just say by the appearance of red, itchy, and hot rash. So you don't need to add the article in this sentence. And then the next is wrong word choice or word choice. What is a wrong word choice? A word choice error isn't just a typo or spelling errors. It is a mismatch between the word you're using and the meaning you intended. Word choice error occurs when you intentionally make the choice to use a word and it turns out to be inaccurate. Now, the error found in these videos, the first is rarely yes. So again, my assumption is that the word rarely yes is from an Indonesia word uh, kadang-kadang iya, and if we translate it directly, it will be rarely yes. But I find it doesn't fit uh, to any any English text that I have heard. So instead, we would be better to use the word like sometimes or just rarely. So like sometimes, rarely. And then the next error is allergy is using plural form es instead of a singular form, which is allergy. Now, the next is the cause of error. The first cause of error is an incomplete application of rule. For example, I am stressed out. Now, this sentence structure is incorrect. Why? Because the learners struggle with expressing a stress politely. The correct example would be I am stressed out without the article a. And then the second, ignorance of rule restrictions. The example is on 2 minutes 11 second mark. The sentence is, but I have a history of allergies to transition weather. Now the explanation is allergies instead of allergy, meaning that there is a ignorance of rule restrictions, which is the ignorance of using either singular or plural form according to the context. The last category of cause of error is false concept hypothesis. The first example is the second questions. The word questions was pronounced as quiescent. So this is a mispronunciations. And the explanation is the learner likely misunderstood the pronunciation of questions, possibly guessing or hypothesizing incorrectly due to a lack of exposure to native pronunciation. And there's another similar error, such as do you think you need to make yourself healthier? Does not get tired easily? The 30 questions, but I have a history of I'm sorry, but I have a history of allergies to transition weather. Those are the a similar false concept hypothesis error example. And then the next is evaluating errors. Now, the way I'm evaluating the error is based off how 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 bad the error is, based off how destructive the error in our communication process, basically. So the first category is communicative error. Is when cause is when is occur when error causes the breakdown of the communication and make it difficult to interpret the meaning of the whole utterance. And this is the only example of the errors that I found in this video. The last example. The example is, what are you going to diddle life hell dire? Of course, will add life. I have to keep what I will consume, such as reducing sugar and salt. Now, in this part, the explanation is the sentence as a whole is unclear, despite understanding the response and context clues, but the question itself still doesn't make sense to me due to the pronunciation. What do I mean by that? What I'm trying to say is this first part, the first questions, what are you going to daddle, life, hell dire? Of course, will addle. This is what's confusing to me. Because despite I understand the answer to this question is to reducing consume of sugar and salt. So those are the answer. And the context is we are talking about a healthy lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle in this video. But still, even with the context, with understanding the answer, I still cannot guess what exactly this questions is. So this is the first. This can cause miscommunication or misunderstanding. And then the next type of evaluating error is non-communicative errors. On the other hand, when error do not interfere with the interpretation of utterance, there are 10 examples of these errors, such as pleasant instead of questions. I am stressed out, rarely yes. So this the second type of error is an error that doesn't affect the flow of communication. Meaning that even if there is some errors in the videos, I still can understand about the information that she trying to send, basically. The example is this: Kizen questions. I am stressed out. Rarely yes. Why I say that I still can understand even though there is some error, because by simply paying attention, making an assumption based of context in the sentence, I can guess the exact word like Kizen. Based on the context, it will be questions. I am stressed out. It's just a misuse of grammar. Rarely yes, it's just a wrong word choice. But still, the message. But still, I can understand the message. Now, judging from the severity and quantity of errors, most of the errors are caused by mispronunciation problems. Therefore, it will be better to prioritize towards pronunciation improvement. Now, the next slide. How I'm trying to preventing and correcting the errors. The first is pronunciation error. Now, my way of trying to preventing or correcting this pronunciation error is by giving a direct feedback. For example, when when she said hell tire, then I will immediately give a corrections. Instead of saying hell tire, you can say healthier. Instead of saying quiescent, you can say questions. And these are the first method that came to my mind. And then the second is to listen to native pronunciation by encouraging her to use apps or platform like YouTube for exposure to a native speech pattern. So what I mean by that is like maybe I will start asking us a questions like what kind of YouTube video that you like. Maybe you like a podcast. Maybe I will recommend Joe Rogan podcast. If you like a podcast about a streamer, for example, maybe I will recommend an OTV podcast. If you like a Weeb podcast, like a Weebu podcast, then maybe I will recommend Trash Taste, Trash Taste podcast, and something like that. And then the next is grammatical errors. My first method is to target it to studying using a method targeted grammar exercise. For this example, I will focus on the use of article such as article a, an, a car, an apple, and then the use of singular and plural rules, such as, for example, allergies or allergy. And then the next is by providing an example of properly structured sentence for her to mimic. Because to be honest, me personally, when learning about grammar, I find myself struggle to memorize the formula of the grammar. But when I learning it using pattern recognition, I can recognize the pattern and recreate the same structure using different words. So in my opinion, I think it's a good method by learning by mimicking the sentence structure. So these are the way I will try to prevent and correcting this error. Okay, and I think that's it from me. I hope I can send the exact message or exact information that I get about analyzing errors that occurs in these videos. And thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.